Hi, today we're going to cover how the export market affects your farm, three things the market is focused on, and one market idea. I'm Colin with Dakota Plains Ag Center in Napa Junction in Beardsley, South Dakota. This video will yield 5 minutes of your time. The market will be focused on weekly crop condition reports. They come out on Mondays at 3 p.m. They'll mostly be looking at the planting progress here in the next month. The weather forecast will be watched closely in the market. The current 6 to 10 day forecast has cooler temps and is wetter across the Corn Belt. The government weather outlooks are updated every 24 hours at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have a new market every 24 hours. The managed money positions will be watched closely. That's the funds. The funds are currently holding shorts, or it means they're sold in corn, beans, and wheat. Today I wanted to highlight how the export market affects your farm. First, I want to step back and share 3 ways that you can make money with a commodity. Number one way to make money with a commodity, produce it. That's what you, the farmer, does best. You grow it. You're really good at it. The key to staying in business is selling the commodity above the cost of production. Number two way to make money with a commodity is convert the commodity to something else, process it, like turning corn into ethanol or feeding it to your livestock and making animal protein or meat. Another way on soybeans is you process the commodity, you separate it into parts like soybean meal and soybean oil, and you sell the parts separately. Third way to make money with a commodity, arbitrage. That's a fancy word for taking commodity from where it is to where it isn't. That's where a rail shipper like Dakota Plains comes in. We ship grain from South Dakota where we can't consume all the grain we produce to parts of the world that can't produce as much as we can, and they can't produce what they consume. So we ship most of our commodities we handle to Asia. Dakota Plains exists to export the farmer's corn, beans, and wheat to the world market. We export your grain and we import money back to your farm. So let's take a high level look at the U.S. Demand picture for corn and soybeans. So the U.S. has 14 billion bushels of corn demand. We use 14 billion bushels. 37% of those bushels are fed to livestock. 37% is processed into ethanol thanks to the RFS mandate. 9% of the corn crop is used for industrial use, and 15% of the corn is exported. So if the rail shipper didn't exist to export your grain, the farmer would have to store the grain longer and wait for the livestock or the ethanol guy to call when they needed the corn. So Mexico and Japan are our top two buyers of U.S. corn exports. Soybeans, the U.S. demand for soybeans is 4 billion bushels. 47% of the soybeans get processed or crushed into soybean oil and soybean meal. 49% of soybeans get exported. So the rail shipper is basically half of the demand of the U.S. soybean market. So China buys a majority of the U.S. exported beans. So does this explain the volatility in beans? Look at corn. There's more diversity in demand. There's more uses for corn. There's less diversity in the demand for beans. Does that explain some of the volatility in bean market? More than likely, you'll be in the field this week doing something, or in the next 10 days. Get your offers in with your market specialist at your targeted gold levels. The last planting and growing season, you had 10 days to sell at good levels, and then it was all gone. So what will be different this year? The offer has value because it pulls the trigger. It automates the sale for you. Also, it seems like we're trying to piece together break-even sales on old crop with a lot of guys. Here's an idea. It's been tough to get break-even in this flat market. Reach out to new crop and sell some carry to find that first new crop sale at break-even or better. Plus 10 cents, plus 20 cents, plus 25 cents. You might have to reach out there to March 18 or July 18. But this is a strategy we regularly work with the most progressive of growers. This is how they're doing it, guys. This is how they're finding and protecting their investment. So check out the previous video we made on selling the carry. Also reach out to your Dakota Plains market specialist if you want ideas for grain marketing. We're here to be a resource for you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and we appreciate your business.